video, we are going to discuss Tableau interview questions. What is Tableau? Tableau is a data visualization tool which helps to convert textual and numerical information to interactive dashboards. It is the best way to change or transform the raw data into easily understandable data. There is a saying, an image can represent 1,000 unspoken words. If you show someone a bar graph representing monthly profit rate of an year, they can easily understand which month the profit is increased or decreased. No one is required to explain such things in detail when it is in the form of visualization. What are the advantages of Tableau? High performance, mobile friendly, low cost, easy to upgrade, quality customer service, easy to use. How to filter only the required data before performing visualization. After importing the dataset, the filter icon on the top right side of the page can be used to apply required filter on your data before proceeding with visualization. Let's see that using the software. This is how the Tableau software looks when you first open it. Here on the left side you could see connect to a file, Microsoft Excel text file, JSON file, Microsoft Access, PDF file, SAPTL file, statistical file. This shows that Tableau has a facility to connect to every or most of the exe files or Microsoft Excel files or files of any format. Even you can connect to any servers like SQL Server, Oracle or anything. Here we are going to use Microsoft Excel file. How to open that Microsoft Excel file is by clicking on Microsoft Excel. It will redirect you to the folder, some folders. You can directly go to the path where you have the file, click on that file and click open. Here I am going to use Superstore sales data. I am going to click on open. Once the file is opened, on the left side you could see the sheets that are available in that particular Excel file. Which sheet you want to use, you could double click on that particular sheet. Now I am going to double click on order sheet. Here you could see order sheet is visible. Initially there will be only 1,000 rows present in that, but the file may have more rows. What you can do is just by deleting that and you can give some numbers and click on enter. It will show you how many number of rows that are present in that file. Suppose you require only few variables or only few countries in the available countries that needs to be visualized. Taking all the countries to a visualization or taking the entire data to visualization is not required. So what you can do is, on the first step, on the top right side of the corner, you can see filter icon. You can go there and filter your criteria and take only the required part for visualization. Let's see how we can do that. Click on this add, then again on this pop-up you will see an add icon. You can click on that. Then you will get all the variables that are available in our Excel file in this order table. Okay, now I am going to filter based on country. I clicked on country. Now I am clicking OK. Here you will see all the countries that are available in our data set. Here I am going to filter only for India and I am going to click on OK. Now a filter has been applied and only country available is India. Now I am going to click on OK. See, the total number of rows earlier was 11,000. Now it has changed to 1,555 only. Like this, you can apply any number of filter on this before taking your data set to visualization. Basic to knows about Tableau. What are the data types supported in Tableau? Here, for example, you can see hash icon, ABC, then something like a calendar, a globe symbol. So let's see each one by one. This hash symbol represents numbers like integer or float. ABC represents string variables. Next, this calendar represents date and time. This globe icon represents geographical data like country, state, region, which can be mapped. Next, What are measures and dimensions? Here, now I'm going to click on this sheet 1. The table that you initially selected, order table, is now categorized into dimensions and measures. We did not do anything manually. Tableau automatically takes certain variables to dimension and certain variables to measures. Which are the variables taken to measure, or which are number variables? In common we can say quantitative variables, and the values that have qualitative are taken to dimensions. How to calculate total sales and total profit? Hint: no visualization is required, just the values are sufficient. Here in Tableau, they have just asked for numbers of sale and profit. Here no visualization. No visualization in the sense no graphs are required. How you can just get the values is just drag sale and drop it into text. You will get the value of total sales. Again, now the next question is profit. Drag profit and drop it into text. You will get profit. This is the required answer. Next, how to split the customer name? Required output, only first name. Here I am moving on to the data source. Here our customer name has first name and last name. Here the requirement is only the first name. So what you can do is, if you go here, you can see a drop down there. Click on that and go to custom split. There you have to specify what the delimiter is. Delimiters are nothing but separators. On what basis, like a semicolon or comma or space, on what basis they are separated. Here it is separated based on a space, so I am giving an empty space, and it is asking for to split off first or last. First in the sense first name, last in the sense last name. I am giving OK. Now a column with only the first name is created. Here you want to rename that particular column, that option is available. You can click on the drop down available here, click on rename, and I will give a relevant name like first name. Calculate the percentage of profit for corporate segment using Superstore dataset. We have to calculate the profit for segments. So first I am clicking on segments. I just double clicked it and it is available on our visualization part. Then the required thing is sales. I am double clicking on sales, so the value of sales has come. Here the requirement is to show it in a percentage way, right? Actually it is in a sum. So what you can do is click on this drop down. Then you can go to quick table calculation. Here many calculations are available, like landing total, difference, percentage difference, percent of total. Here our requirement is percent of total, so I am going to click on that. So you will get all the things in a percentage format. If you add all those, it will match to 100. Next, what are the types of joins in Tableau? There are 4 types of joins: inner join, outer join, left join and right join. Let's see one by one. Inner join, the resultant table will have matches in both the tables. Outer join, the resultant table contains all values from both the tables. Left join, the resultant table will have all the values of left table and corresponding matches of the right table. Right join, the resultant table will have all the values of right table and corresponding matches of the left table. What is data blending and data joining? When you combine data from 2 different sources, it is called data blending. For example, different sources like SQL, Oracle or Excel. In the initial stage, I have told you we can connect data of multiple sources like Microsoft Excel, JSON format, PDF format. Suppose you are going to combine 2 data of different format, then it is called data blending. On the other hand, data joining is nothing but combining data between 2 or more tables or sheets of a data source. Let's see that in the table. Here I am going to click on this icon, Tableau icon. Here you will see this connect page again. Suppose I have a Microsoft Excel file and a text file or a JSON file. Suppose if I try to combine those both, then it is called data blending. Now I'm going to my data source. Here I have orders, people, returns. Now I'm going to double click on orders and now I'm going to double click on people. Here it has automatically did some operation. Here it has done joins. Here what join it has automatically done is inner join on orders and people. This is what we will call as data joining. How will you display top 10 customers and bottom 10 customers based on profit? Now I am moving on to sheet 1. We already had these values. I am just dragging and dropping it out so that the values goes out of the visualization part. Here the requirement is for customers. So I am taking customer name. I am going to just double click on it. Here we have the customer name. Then we have to calculate the profit, top 10 customers and bottom 10 customers. So I'm going to double click on profit. Then we have to visualize. Here on the right top you can see show me icon. Just click on that. You will have all the available graphs or plots that are available in Tableau. Here now I'm going to click on this bar plot. So I got a plot like this. So just to order this, here we have something called sort customer name descending by profit. I'm going to click on that. It gives me a graph in descending order. If I click on this, it will give me a graph in ascending order. So as of now I'm keeping this. So now we want to perform top 10 and bottom 10. What you can do is go to customer, click on the drop down, go to create, you can see set. Now I'm going to create a set of top 10 customers. So I'm going to give the name as top 10. Then I'm going to go to top 2, by fields. Here everything is same. I need top 10 values based on profit. I'm going to sum that. Okay. Next I have to create a field for bottom 10. Same. I'm going to customer name, create, set. Now it is bottom 10. Again I'm going to top, by field. Here I'm going to change as bottom 10 values. So if you look at the bottom, here you can see top 10 and bottom 10. There are two sets that we have created, appeared in our Tableau. So now we want to create a combined set of this to visualize top 10 and bottom 10 in the same image. So what you can do is just right click and select both. Now if you click on this, you can see create combined set. Click on create combined set, give this a name. Suppose we can say top 10 and bottom 10. I have created a combined set. Now all that I do is I just drag this and drop it here so that I get top 10 values and bottom 10 values in a same graph. Suppose you want to see what is the value of each thing. Here you have the tick icon which represents show mark labels. If you click on that, you will get the values of each. So that now you have top 10 values and bottom 10 values. What is a sheet, a dashboard and a story? A notebook contains sheets, dashboards and stories. Let's see what a sheet is, what a dashboard is and what a story is. A sheet contains single value views. A dashboard, it is a collection of views from multiple worksheets. Story, it contains a sequence of sheets or dashboards that work together to convey information. What is dual access and how to create dual access? It allows us to compare measures and it is useful to compare two measures that are of different scales. Here, now I'm going to a next sheet. Here already we have our data, so I'm creating a new sheet. I'm just clicking on new worksheet. Here our requirement is to create dual access. So I'm taking sales, again both the data. I have sales here. Then I'm going to get order date. I'm just double clicking on it. So we have the order date. Here I want it monthly wise. So here you can see a plus icon. Plus icon, what it represents is it can be split into hierarchy. Suppose if I click on this plus icon, it will take me to quarters, each quarter, quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. Again, if I click on that, it will take me to monthly. This is what is required. So I'm just dragging that year and quarter out of the table. So I get a dual axis. Now what I can do is I can right click on the second one, then I get dual axis. Now if you see, it becomes a dual axis. On the right side, we can do is synchronize axis. Now it is in the same axis that is required. Display state-wise profit. When the question is related to geography like state, region, country, etc., make sure the internet connectivity is turned on. Then only you could use the geographical data. Here they are asking for state-wise profit. So I'm going to create a new cell. State-wise profit. So I'm just clicking on state. Here we have filtered based on India. So a map related to India alone gets popped here, and it is giving the data points that are available in India, like the states that are available in India. We have to plot the profit. I'm just double clicking on profit, or I just drag this and drop it to labels. So I get everything here. So if I want to represent each state by different colors, what you can do is you can drag the state and drop it into colors. So each state gets a different color. Suppose you want the state names also, you can just drag the state and drop it to labels so that you can get the name of that particular state and the profit. Suppose you hover over it, you could see India, Gujarat, and the profit is 8091. Exclude all other countries except India. Design a view of state-wise profit and sales. It is similar to the previous question. Initially, we have filtered our data based on India alone. One criteria is already satisfied. Now what we have to do is view of state-wise profit. Already we have did this, and sales. We have to include sales in that data. This could be done easily using bar plot with one representing profit and other representing sales. But that should not be the approach. When questions are related to geography, the required visualization is map. Here they have asked state-wise profit and sales. So I'm just creating a new sheet. State-wise profit and sales. So I'm just dragging the state and dropping it into colors. Next I drag profit and put it into label. Next the sale and put it into label. Here I can see the visualization for profit and sale. Here you could do one thing. You can just visualize only one state that is required at a time. What you can do is just drag the state and drop it into filter, so that a filter can be applied on state. So one filter at a time can be seen. Sorry, here the state is already in this, so I'm just dragging the state out. Here I want all the states, so I'm clicking on all. Here after applying the filter, it is not appeared there, right? So what you have to do is click on this show filter. Here everything is appearing in a, so you can change this drop down by just clicking here. Then you can give single value drop down. Here what it does is it just gives you the single value at a time. You can click on Assam and you can see what Assam values are. I'm just dragging everything off now. Just we can see what the visualization looks. Now I'm clicking on the state. Next, we need profit and sale. Next, also the state name is required. Here you can see we have filtered only on Assam, so only Assam pops in. So if you want to give a color, you can just drag and drop that as well. Next, I'm going to select Bihar. Here you can see only for Bihar what the profit is, what the sale is. Suppose if you are clicking here and you see this all, if you give, everything will appear. But most of the time this all is not required for us. So what you can do is you can click here, you can go to customize and show all value. If you uncheck this, you cannot see this all values. You can select only one value at a time so that your visualization of particular state is achieved. That is the end of these questions. Hope this was useful.